This is another video on the Merchant of Venice. Now, in the previous video, we have discussed the character sketch of Antonio. Now, today we are going to discuss the character sketch of Bassanio. Now, we see Bassanio immediately in Act 1, Scene 1, and he is one of the major characters of the play. And we see that the moment Bassanio enters Antonio, he becomes very active and he is there to help his friend. So he plays a very important role in Act 1, Scene 1 to boost up the main hero to do something, right? Or else we see him to be very sad and depressed. So Bassanio, as we see him, is one of the major important and is one of the major characters of the play the moment we see him. But when we see him in Act 1, Scene 1, he does not give a very favorable impression on the audience because he's the one who keeps on wasting money. He's a spendthrift and he is a prodigal son. So he does not seem to value the importance of money. He keeps on spending money, wasting it, and he also admits that. So that's a good quality of Bassanio. He also admits that he keeps on wasting money, and his life is like based in favor of his friend. He's in debt and he keeps on taking money and he keeps on losing it, keeps on wasting it. So we don't get a very favorable impression the moment we see Bassanio. But interestingly, Shakespeare gives the heroine of the play to him, right? So we don't feel that the heroine should go to Bassanio because he's somebody who's like spending a lavish lifestyle beyond his means, which I told you in the previous video also. That he is completely a picture of Shakespearean young gentlemen who keeps on spending their money beyond their means. So this is what we see Bentonio and Bassanio in the beginning in Act 1, Scene 1. He seems to be very careless in terms of money. He keeps on wasting it. Now his nature is kind of a very dual kind of a nature because we see him in one side that he has Antonio as his friend, and on the other side we see that he has this company of Lorenzo Graciano, right? So on the one side he has a friend who is very reserved, melancholic, and who's very responsible kind of a person, but here on the other side we see that he has Graciano Lorenzo, who keeps on, who loves to talk and laugh. So he has this company and group of friends, which is kind of mixed. So it's a very good quality of Bassanio, where he has this mixed quality of friends. So he has Antonio on the one side, and on the other side he has Graciano and Lorenzo as his friend. So he is not biased in that kind of a way. He is very much open-minded, and he loves to keep various kinds of personalities in his group, in his friends group. So that's a good character of nature of Bassanio. So he is actually a very romantic hero kind of a thing. So he's has been portrayed as a romantic hero in the play, a kind of impulsive one. So his character that we see in Act 1, Scene 1 does not impress us a lot in the beginning, but we see him developing the more when we go to the next scene and the next act. So that's how you have to remember that Bassanio is one of the major characters of the play, and he wants money and he asks for it from Antonio, and he is the one who is going to woo the heroine of the play, and he represents the Shakespearean noblemen who used to spend their money, used to lead a lavish life beyond their means. So this is what it is, and he's kind of a dual nature where he has these two kinds of friends that he indulges in. So this much for today. Again, we'll come back with the next video with the next character sketch. Thank you. Study well.